Haas CNC machinist. I'm going to show you a little trick or tip or whatever you want to call it. I view my Haas VF2 SS as an investment. It's a large purchase, and I like to take care of things. And hope at some point in the future that I'll be able to resell it, and it's still worth something. So I try and take care of it as I'm using it. And a while back I posted a tip on how to take care of the paint in it, and it worked out kind of okay for a while, but not really the best scenario. And I thought I'd show you a better solution that I just came up with. But I originally showed how to take care of the paint in the back with some of this film. This is just a sticky plastic film that I was putting on and removing every several months to keep the chips from flying into the paint and dinging up the paint. And what it is you can buy it on Amazon. It's just a plastic film like you'd put on the fender of a car. And if you're working on a car, you could lay it on the fender of the car on the paint, protect the paint from it so you're not scratching as you're rubbing against it. So I figured I'd try some of it on the machine inside, and it worked out pretty well. But the chips do start to dig into it after a while, and it does help. It's a little bit of protection, but it's not as much as you'd want. I do all aluminum. I don't do any steel, and I think if you're throwing hot chips of steel at this, it would take it out pretty quickly. But I've got a better idea that will work with steel and aluminum and anything else you can probably throw at it, and I'll show you here in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. I won't do it right now, but I'm going to peel this off, but I'll show you on the other side what my solution is. So if I come over here, let me re-angle the camera. So what I got is, if you go down to any plastic shop where you're buying Delrin or Aceto or whatever, they probably sell polycarbonate. And I just had them cut me a sheet of polycarbonate, and to the size, to hang right here. So, and it's clear, it's a clear polycarbonate, you can see through it. I haven't pulled the film off this side yet, but all I did was, I'm putting double-sided Velcro on it. And it's just called Dual Lock. It's made by 3M. And it's really tough stuff. Like, it works really well. It sticks really well. It's not like that normal fuzzy stuff you buy like in Walmart. It's a plastic, and it's called Dual Lock. And, the stuff's good. It's industrial use. So I'm gonna stick this on here and run with it like that for as long as I can. I might even leave. I could peel off this white film, and then it'll be perfectly clear, and then it would just be the color of the back of the machine. But I might just leave the white plastic on for a little while, let it get beat up, and then pull it off once it starts to look a little bit shabby. But even like that for right now, be good. And I just put different pieces of Velcro around it and in all the corners, just to hang it up there. And you can probably throw just about any hot chip at that as possible, and it won't mark up the machine. So there you go. I'll show you one other little tip that I use that you might find handy. I'm moving the camera. So this little ruler thing, I love this. So you just go get yourself a steel ruler from Harbor Freight or Staples or something like that, and then from a hardware store you can buy magnetic, a magnet that'll stick to it and has a sticky side to it. So you can just stick it to the side of the machine right here. And I put this blue tape over it, this painter's tape over it, so it doesn't, to keep the paint from getting worn out whenever I'm just hanging it here. So what I'll do is I'll use that, I'll come grab this thing whenever I'm putting a tool in and I need to probe a tool, and I'll just put it at the gauge line on the tool holder and take an eyeball of the length of it, however long it is, and then just come back to my control, enter the tool length in, and probe it with the Renishaw. So this thing's super, like I said, super handy to just keep right there. So another little tip for you. Thanks for watching. Have a happy machining day.